Welcome to part 2 of the Champion Baker. As you can see, we have shifted position. We have walked some distance down the trail, and we are on higher ground. Amen. Because this is a place of mountains. Amen, viewers. Amen, children of God. So let's continue. When they arrived at the dining area, they found 12 other guests there. A buffet had been served, and to one side of the dining hall there was a grill. The aroma in the room was delicious. Marie and Major picked up their plates and, joining other guests at the buffet, dished up. Once done, they sat down at a table and said grace. Major looked at his mom. "Thanks, Mom, for everything," he said. Marie smiled and nodded. "You deserve the break." "We deserve the break, son," she said. "Go ahead. Help yourself to seconds." "Seconds? No," Major shook his head. "When I'm done here, it will be dessert time." Marie laughed and glanced towards the dessert buffet, where a sumptuous array of cakes and puddings awaited. "That looks a bit dangerous," she said, "but I'll indulge in something." Just then, the head cook appeared in the dining hall. He spotted them and strode over to their table. "Hello, Marie," he said with a warm smile. "Gabriel, this is Major," Marie said. "Major, Gabriel is the head cook here. I've known him for years from cooking school." Gabriel shook Major's hand. "Good to meet you. I've heard you're into cooking." "Yes, sometimes," Major replied, surprised. "What's your favorite dish?" Major thought a moment. "Lamb chops with homemade mint relish with fries on the side." "That sounds really good," Gabriel nodded approvingly. "I hope to have some of that next time." He glanced towards the entrance to the kitchen. "I must be going. Enjoy yourselves." Marie and Major told him goodbye, and they watched him disappear through the swinging doors to the kitchen. Marie then turned back to her meal, a creamy chicken spinach lasagna with roast veggies on the side. Major gazed at her, but she said nothing. He shrugged his shoulders slightly and focused his attention on what was on his plate, a good helping of spaghetti with a fresh sauce made from ripe tomatoes, green peppers, and eggplant. He also had crispy crumbed chicken strips on the side and carrot salad. Amen, viewers. Amen, children of God. Pretty much what, they would have made at home, but they still enjoyed it where they were. Amen, viewers. Amen, children of God. Being out for a weekend, not having to cook, that's awesome. So they arrived back at the chalet at 7:30. The puppies, Harvey and Roy, and eagerly. After giving them a snack, Marie made a few phone calls to friends and family. They retired at 9:30 after watching some TV. Major complained it was still early. Would he go to bed at 10:30? "No, we must be up early at 10:30. kitchen with Gabriel and his mom. We are assisting Gabriel to prepare breakfast for the guests, Marie said. He's going to demonstrate some of his own tricks of the trade. He was top of our class. He's a fine cook. Major looked around the kitchen. He put his hands on his head for a moment. Really? Wow. The man mused. Gabriel grinned at him, stirring a pot. I thought you might enjoy it, he said. It's just for this morning. Everything has been arranged with my boss. He handed Major and Marie aprons and hats. Let's get started. My assistant should be here any moment from now. They all worked together to put together. They all worked to put together the breakfast buffet. It was later praised by the guests, amen viewers, amen children of God. The owners of the retreat were so impressed that they offered to give Major a chance to help Gabriel in baking and making the confections for the next evening's dessert buffet. Major really enjoyed their family holiday, and when it was over, the great family returned refreshed to Major's happiness was greatly attributed to the baking and cooking tips Gabriel had shared so generously with them. It was some months later when the head teacher at the children's church announced that a certain charity was holding a kids' baking challenge. The entry fee is very reasonable, she said, and it's going towards a good cause. Childwise is raising funds to cover the cost of self-defense classes for children whose parents cannot afford them. That's a great idea, one of the youngsters exclaimed. Yes, the head teacher nodded. Childwise visits schools and trains them to high school how to attract attention when they feel under threat and other self-protection skills. There was a buzz in the children's church class. Major raised his hand. Yes, asked the head teacher. I need to ask my mom, he said, but I'd like to take part. Pamphlets about the challenge were distributed and Major got his copy. He showed Marie when church was over and told her the purpose behind the baking challenge. Wow, really, she responded. We should tell your school about it. The principal or one of the teachers can announce it. Childwise is doing a good job, and yet I've never heard of it before. She got an extra pamphlet. Back home, Major drew his own copy from the Bible, took it out. Calling all kids from 10 to 14, the colorful blurb read, Are you the champion baker? Yes, I am, Major declared aloud. He read on, and then his face fell. The challenge was being held in the next town. The baking challenge isn't happening here in our town, he lamented to Marie. Why would they bother distributing pamphlets here? We are 2 hours away from there. I suppose Childwise still hoped someone from here would sign up, Marie said. She fell silent and Major could see she was mulling over logistics and seeking the Lord's face in prayer. Finally, she looked at him. We'll do it, she said. By God's grace, we'll do it. I don't know how, but by His grace will do it. I just feel by His Spirit you should be a part of this. Me too, Major agreed. Marie gave him a hug and they laughed together. That very hour, Marie helped her son to enter the challenge using the contact information on the pamphlet. The closing date was in about 3 weeks' time. The day after the closing date, Marie Grace received a phone call from one of the challenge organizers. The man said, "It's our pleasure to invite Major Grace for an interview. One of our teams will be in your town on Friday." "You're speaking to his mama," Marie said. "Thank you very much. Where do we meet you?" The caller told her the name of the venue and the time. Amen, viewers. Amen, children of God. We're going to leave it